Okay. Hi, Tanishka. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time to, get into this session with me today. I want to kind of talk about your journey today into the Masters of Finance applications with LilacBuds. And thank you for taking the time to do the testimonial with me. So why don't we just get started with your profile a little bit?
Okay, so for my background, I did BSc Finance from NMIMS and I graduated with a very average GP, I would say. So that was that. And then my GRE score was 311 with around 117 maths and the rest in English. Other than that, basically social activity background was good for me. And I think that is what helped my profile overall. And I had an internship experience as well with a family office, so basically in the VC space where I want to head next. So I think that was also very helpful for my profile.
Yep, and you said that your GPA was average, but your GRE was definitely very strong on the quant, right? That was another major factor, specifically when we're looking at finance programs. So could you just share, like, which programs did you apply for, which universities, where you got your admits, scholarships, etc.?
So basically I applied to about 6 to 7 universities. I applied for MSF in all of them. I got into all of them except UMD with a scholarship. uh, Scholarships ranging from 5,000 to 10,000, 12,000, and no, actually scholarships ranging from 5,000 to 18,000. I got a 20% admit from Rochester, 10,000 at Fordham, 5,000 at Babson, 15,000 at Washington St. Louis. No, 20% at Washington St. Louis. So again 20,000. So that was pretty great. I think the overall process of applying wasn't so easy. Had I done it myself, it would have been terrible for me. But I'm really grateful that we had like one-on-one counseling, and I could, text you at any time regarding my concerns, and then you could help me basically pinpoint my own strengths while writing the essay. So I think that really helped a lot over here, like
And
into getting.
why did you, like, I mean, good points here. Why did you start with looking for a counsel in the first place? Did you always realize that you needed this help? Or were you specifically looking to kind of, get help in just one area, but realized along the way that you needed help in all areas? What drove you to Lilac Buds?
So how I approached you first was asking if I should even pursue a master's this year or wait for an MBA later on. But then, as we discussed, as I told you, the other factors that I was considering, we narrowed it down to the fact that masters can be done this year, or else it might get late for me because then I might have to come back home or however it is. So that is how I started, and then eventually I have friends, I have my own sister who have been out, and I know that the process is very hectic. So I obviously knew that I will need a team that will help me through. Plus, I'm not very great at writing essays. So that is somewhere I knew that I'll need help, because when I had to write my first essay, it was bad. It was very bad. And then I had to sit down with you, and you had to, help me with all the pointers and correct me at times. And then I knew I needed help with prepping for the interviews as well. We have done that at least 4 or 5 times one on one, and solving all my mistakes. So I always knew that I needed a counselor for all of this.
And one of the biggest challenges for NMIMS students is the 3-year degree. You also needed help with understanding the eligibility, I guess, for the 4-year,
Yes.
the 4-year equivalent for the US programs. Talk a little bit about that for students who are coming from 3-year degrees and wanting to apply to US programs for finance or anything else.
So basically, for those students, is get your evaluation done firstly, because at times even a 3-year degree, if you have like a 3.8, 3.9 GPA, they convert into 4-year. So that's the first thing. Get it evaluated. Second thing is look for the colleges where you're eligible for, and if you're not satisfied and you have time, you should probably wait for a year, do a PG diploma, and then apply for other colleges that you would like. Had i had i known this earlier, probably, and had my PG diploma people given me a transcript and I would have gotten it evaluated, I would have applied to other colleges as well, I feel. although I'm happy with the ones that I got into and that I selected, but I still feel that I might have had a better chance at it. So basically, for people with 3-year degree, I would just suggest if you can wait, then wait, or else select the best out of the options that you have. And mail every US college about their eligibility, because at times they don't have it on their website. And if you talk to them in person, tell them about your other experiences, at times they might make an exception for you. So you
Correct.
never know. Just talk to all of them.
Correct. So 3 years plus a year or year and a half of experience could add up to a 4-year equivalent if you just connect with the university, showcase your readiness for the program, because that 1 year of experience also is worth its weight in gold when compared to just having an educational transcript that suggests that you've done a 4th year. So moving on to the next point here, what are you most excited about? Like, where are you joining? Eventually, you mentioned all your admits. I think for the audience, where are you joining? Why are you joining that university?
So I finally decided to go to Fordham now. Although it's more expensive than most of my other colleges for now, but I think being in New York is going to really help me, since my major factor is that I'll have to network a lot in order to get a job. And network for New York is literally the best place to network. There'll be a lot of people, there will be a lot of career fairs. And I love the city. I've been there twice or thrice in my life, and I love there. So that is what I narrowed it down to. It was somewhat a tricky decision for me to choose between Boston and New York, because I had two admits from Boston. I got into Babson and I got into Northeastern. But eventually I thought that New York as a city is better for me, since I want to pursue finance. So yeah, I narrowed it down to that.
Both are great cities, by the way. But yes, I think your preference was leaning one way
Yeah.
clearly, and your experiences there. I think you did a lot of groundwork finally with all the admits that you had to really understand which one was the best for you. You post your admit also connected with people. Something I would really advise future students to do as well is connect with students who are at the program, understand the opportunities you get. Even though Fordham may not be highly ranked as much as some of the other admits Tanishka had, the groundwork and the research really pointed that was the best fit for her. And as she pointed out, it might be a little bit more expensive, but probably it's worth the time, energy, effort of going for a master's program out there. So moving on, or what would be 2 or 3 points that you would want to leave as advice for future applicants for as they start their journey into a master's in finance?
Once, like, during your application, make sure you have all your data. Do not lag. Apply as soon as possible. Get everything done, your GRE, GMAT, IELTS, whatever you're giving, get everything done before time, probably before December. Apply as soon as possible, and apply to all the colleges at the same time, so that you get your admits around the same dates. Since in my so when I applied and I got my admits, they were like far from each other. I had to fill out forms to, delay my deposit deadline and everything. So you won't have to go through that. And the last thing is, once you're done with your application, selecting the course and everything, and when you start getting your admits, talk to as many people as you can, not just from students who are studying there currently, but from students who have graduated in the last 1.5, 2 years, so that you get a better view of how life is going to be after you're done with your college. Because I feel that is equally important. If you are not just going to go there, study and come back home, if you want to be there, if you want to stay there, then I think that is a very important part. Plus, make sure while you're selecting your college that you have like a strong alumni network, and um, basically strong alumni network, how the subjects are, if there are any clubs. So I think all of these factors are really important when
And the
selecting a
final
college.
word, if you may, on why people should enroll with a counselor or with LilacBuds specifically in terms of their application journey.
So I would just say that they should join you, because I got a lot of one-on-one attention. So that is not what a lot of counselors do in general also. But for me, it was very easy. I used to just text you my query and just ask if I can get on a call with you in the next 1 or 2 days, or if we could arrange a Zoom call, however it works. And it was always done. I mean, I never had problems. And there were times when I submitted something at around 10 o'clock at night and I had my submission the next morning, but you edited and sent it to me around 12:30 also at night because of my deadline. So I think that was really like helpful. And plus the one-on-one counseling thing, like you were available 24/7. Like I would just drop a text and forget about it, and then you would reply me, and then I could, continue with it. Basically, all my queries were solved. The overall process became very seamless for me. It didn't look so easy at the start, but it did become easy towards the end. After I was done with one college, I don't think it was very tough for me.
Okay,
So
good.
yeah,
Thank you so much for all the kind words. It was definitely a pleasure working with you. We wish you the best as you start a new journey at Fordham, and keep sharing your stories. Keep sharing there will be struggle, there will be challenges as you start a new, a new college and a new program and interacting with new people. But I'm guessing all the counseling and the support that you got is more to grow you as a person, grow you as a early stage professional, and hopefully make you more confident for the journey forward. Once again, thank
for
you
sure.
very much.
Thank you.